Alright guys, sorry about that. Got caught up in traffic, but we're here now. We're going to try to catch up and make the most out of this end of the day. And I've got a few picks and stuff. Well, I got a few picks and stuff I want to throw at y'all here, explain a few things, and we'll go from there. Let me see if we have... There we go. Alright, so we're up. Let me throw this up on Twitter here too real quick. Okay. First thing I want to see was AMC going up here. Yeah, see, it sold off a little bit today. Now it's coming back up. Still, I've been watching this in a while. Yeah. I think this has turned out to be a good little dip buy right here. What is the options looking like on it for the 20th? I'm actually going to pick up an AMC option here, guys. Probably going to regret this, but oh well. Especially this close. So we're doing August 20th. We want to go to the 40 call. Plenty of open interest. We're going to pick up 4 of them. So if you see right on here, I went to the 40 call. I got it for 61. It says 62 now. There's 22,000 open interest on it. We'll have a bit of trouble selling this one if we get in over our heads. Okay. Did I not get it? I want it now. Okay, there it went. Okay, so we're in the AMC. Two guys. CLOV has earnings, and I'm not sure what the predictions are on it. All I found was an estimated EPS, but I'm kind of a little bit bullish going into it, and let me explain a few things about reason why. You can see it sold off here, right? And it's found support. So when earnings come in, if they miss, I don't see them going down much more. Maybe down to 698, or no, what was that one? Yeah, 652. But if it hits with those calls, it could go pretty good. I could see us gaining at least half of this back, if not more. Shares would be good too. I mean, even if you gained half of it back at 11.92, that's $3 a share, almost $4 a share. I mean, that's you're risking less than $2 for $4 or more. That's a pretty good risk for me. I'll take that. Some other things today. I bought in on this earlier. ORPH, or wasn't my proudest moment, but I actually thought it was going to keep going a little bit more. When I bought on this bounce down here, I thought it was going to keep going a little bit more, but no. So I held to the power hour, and we're going to see what it does. So far, the best it's gotten after that is 649. What else did we get? I got CLF puts today. I already sold half of them, but I kept the other half because I believe it is going to continue down over the next day or two. I think we made almost $100, like 80 some dollars earlier. So even if I lost every bit of this, I'd still be in the green for what I paid for them. What else do we have? Let me check my other account here. Yeah, earlier we had some SQQ puts, and I kept a couple of those too. Sold a couple, kept a couple. You can see that this is a triple leverage reverse of what the SPY is, S&P 500. I'm still holding on to the lucid calls. It pulled back some, but I'm still bullish that it's going to pull up to the 25 in the next, well, before next Friday. That's what the call is. I think it'll go higher than that, but the call is for 25. What am I looking at? 4 hour here. You can see how it's kind of pulled back a little bit, but overall still on that uptrend. So I'm still bullish on this one that it's going to go to the 27 to 29 mark. And I've got $25 calls. $26 calls is what I got. And ZEV. Mainly, you know, I sold most of this yesterday and I held on to some. Mainly because it never did hit the stop loss. So I was like, why not? Let's just see what it'll do. I'm already in profit. This is another one that it could sell off pretty bad and I'd still be in profit. So I just wanted to see. I've got the stop loss now set before I actually lose money though. I think I got it set at 10 and I've got this at 950, I think it was. Alright, let's take a look at some of these picks that I've been talking about. Spotify. Now y'all know that Spotify is one I've been preaching about for a while. I'm waiting for the reversal on it. 4 hours. You can see where it sold off after earnings. It's at its bottom now, so I don't look for it to go much lower. So with this being the bottom, I might actually go ahead and just risk it and buy in, but I would recommend that wait for this to be a reversal, wait for it to get back up over 220 before you bought in. And if you remember from this, we are looking at it to go back up to about 275. So we took our stop loss at right before 275. I think it was 274.50 or something. So that's roughly a $60 return with 28% return. And this being so low to the bottom, my stop loss, I'm going to end up sitting at 210. I'll set it right here at this low right here, 210.23. So I'm really risking $2 to make 60. You can't beat that. I mean, you can wait for the reversal, wait until it gets up over 219, 220, but I'm not decided yet. You know, I'll probably just wait and give it to in the morning. We only got about 30 minutes for the rest of the day, so I'll give it to the morning and decide then whether or not I'll buy back in or not. Well, I'm buying back in, just whether I buy back in now. Some of the others I've been looking off that sold off that stand a good chance to come back is Fiverr. You can see Fiverr sold off a lot. It's consolidating right now, but on this one, I'd rather see it pull back some. Um, we're talking about the 279-ish mark, or sorry, 179-ish mark, and we're looking for it to go uh, back up over 200 at least. So that's what I'm waiting for a reversal on this one. The other one I've already bought in, and I've got calls to. So I've got shares and calls on it. It's another one I've been preaching. These are all high conviction plays, but you can see it's up really good, even more today. So my calls is probably doing really good. Because I got 86 calls. 86 strike is what I'm saying. Um, yeah. Guys, if y'all would have got into this when I was calling it, um, let's see, I got in under 80. So I'm up like $6, $7 right now a share. And we are playing this one back up to, um, I believe it'll go back up to 100, but I think I took mine at 96, 97, something like that is where I put my take profit order. But guys, this is turning back around. They've actually replaced most of the CEO and stuff. If you remember, this was it went down because there was a sexual harassment suit, and the company didn't handle it that well. So they fired the people in charge and put new people in charge. That's the reason why it's going back up so quickly. This won't be cheap for long. You can see people are already starting to bail back into it. Options are kind of cheap. If we go for 9 days, where we at? Right here. You can see there's good volume. At the 90 mark, we're looking at $30 calls, guys. Can't beat that. Give me just a second. I'm actually going to pick up one of them real quick. So we said the 90 strike. Oh, there it went. Okay. So yeah, we picked up a couple more of them. So now I have some on this 90 strike for the 9 day, and then I got some on this 17th uh, at 100. Yeah, 17th. I got the, I think it was 100. It was the one with the most. Yeah, 27,100. And remember, on options, it doesn't have to reach 100. It just needs to go up enough for me to make good profit, and I can sell it. Um, all right, here's one, guys, to start watching out on. I thought about picking up some of this today. They just had a merger. Oh, speaking of which, let me show you guys this. We'll go back here, go to window capture. This is Bazinga Pro. I've been using it here lately, and I am loving it. The squawk alone is worth it. Let me turn the volume down on the YouTube right here. I'll find it here in a second. Volume, there we go. So now I can turn it back right there. That.
5 cents. The estimate was 0 for Oscar November Tango Foxtrot.
That is the squawk box. So anytime any important information comes across, they put it over on the squawk. And then, like, this is the setup I like the most. I have a calendar down here so I can look up earnings, mergers, any of that stuff. So, like, we're talking about CLOV earnings.
ONTF earnings were out on Tuesday. Oscar November Tango Foxtrot.
So they give the call sign or the ticker symbol. That was mentioning earnings news. Right here, I can look up CLOV. Right here, CLOV. We can look up its aftermarket for today. It's a confirmed date. Here's what I want. Okay, that's it. The estimate is a negative 0.13 EPS. So as long as it hits near that or above, I look for it to do really good in earnings. So we know we've got earnings, so we can come over here to
ARVL Arrival Group reported from their 20th filing.
Okay, I showed you that, so let me go ahead into this. So let's look up if there's any CLOV news. Wow, is my internet lagging or something? Is the stream lagging? Guys, if y'all have any questions about anything or want me to look up something, throw it up in chat. There's a couple other things I've been looking at, guys, is like a way to get more stuff for the stream. I'm looking at either a GoFundMe or a Patreon. And, you know, with it, I'm going to try to offer some more things, maybe even a class. Well, I'm wanting to kind of do a video tutorial anyway, but I'm actually talking about like a sit-down class where we get on stream, we'll go over trading strategies, stuff like that. So if that's something you're interested in, just let me know. Just hit me up on Twitter. The Twitter, I've showed this to y'all before. It's at W Trades, DUBYAW Trades. It's for the channel. I put all kinds of stuff, but you can message me on here if you think that that's a good idea or it's something that y'all would be interested in. But what I want to do with that money is the Bazinga Pro I've been using as a trial. I'd like to purchase it. I'd like to get Ortex, some tools like that that we can use on stream. Okay. Why is this? Let me refresh this real quick. I think it may be lagging. Right here. So see, this is the news. It gives you the date and the time. So CLOV. Understanding CLOV's unusual options. So we can put it here. We can see that people's been buying call options with a $9 strike. There's a lot of volume. It can tell you the 3 signs of it, the sentiments, how to do all that. You just click back off of it to pull it up. We can go back down. Yesterday's CLOV. We can look up AMC. An option alert. See, they've got $34 call sweeps. That's cool. So, you know, it gives you stuff like that, and I really like using this. Here are signals. As you can see, E-Rose is spiking up, ACCR is spiking up. And you can, look, we can add in options activity signals, block trades, gap ups, highs, lows, all that. We can add in there. You can even take it off to where you're just looking at option activities or block trades. You know, all that stuff. There's more options and stuff over here. We can add in something like this. Tells you all the quotes, the key data, shows you a little chart. You can add in a watch list. But I find these 3 right here is a good setup. Now, let's use the market's green again. So let's use this and see if we can't find a good trade coming up. So we go to Screener. This is finviz.com. It's free to use. They have a pay for it service that has a back test. You can like test strategies and stuff with it. This would be something else I would like to try to get for the community. But as is like this, you can use it for free. It just has ads that pops up. So we want to put the industry as stocks. Let's do market cap instead of price. Let's go with a mid-market cap. Let's go with current volume over 1 million. And let's go with a pattern of a horizontal support and resistance strong. So it means it's been bouncing pretty good between a support and resistance. So it's gave us, if you look over here, it's gave us 10. So we'll go to charts. Now these are 1-day charts, so you might want to pull them up to test. So AEO, that looks like it's a really good support and resistance play. Let's take a look at it on the chart and see. AEO. And this would be something that I'd like to try to get into. You know, the morning streams has not been doing as well as the evening stream, so maybe that's something we can look at as doing for a morning stream. So AEO. Let's pull back to the 4-hour. Yeah, see how it's been bouncing? I've already looked at this one, looks like. So it's been bouncing in between here. So it's at 35 and go to 37. So right now, I wouldn't want to play this for shares. I might would for options. So if we go to options, that's the 37-day out. Man, I swear, this is lagging some. Guys, I'm sorry. Let me see if I can get rid of some of this stuff here and stop some of this lagging. Let's get rid of all this. Let's get rid of all this. Alright, like I said, if you got any questions, throw them up in chat, and I'll try to answer you the best I can. Okay, so back to the call options here. So if we go 9 days out, it's not too bad, $100 to go, actually 78 to go to 36. Now according to the chart, it looks like it could easily hit 37. So that wouldn't be a bad play. And then when it hits up there, you can play it back down. That's what I'm doing with the Lucid stuff and the CLF. Another bounce play I've been looking at is Tiger. You can see on this one, it's bounced. It's finally broke below this trend line. So if we come down to the 15, yeah, you see how it's broke that trend? I'd like to see it so we can get rid of this now. So before I'd consider this a play again, I'd like to see it back up over the 1782. See, I'm already in this, and there's no way close to this hitting my stop loss, so I'm holding on this. My stop loss on this one is at the 1509. I think I got in it at just right under $16. Another one I'm waiting to set up is D-Nut, and that is Krispy Kreme. So you can see how it keeps wanting to get up. I'm waiting for it to get up over this 15.99 to show me that it's in full reversal. And it keeps getting up and then come back down and bouncing. So right now it's bouncing between the $14.89 and the $16 mark. So that's good enough for calls, but I'd like to get back in it for a bigger play, ride it back up to 20. The problem with some of these stocks like this is where they're newer and they're these bounce plays, if the market goes red for long, it's one of the first ones they get rid of. So you can see where the market got red today. It's one of the easier ones to get rid of to help clear up your margin some. But the MACD's looking bullish. Yep, this is going to bounce right in here. What is options on this? 216. Okay, 17. 17.5 is the next biggest one. 30 for that, or if you want to hold it to the 17th, it's 65. Neither one of them are bad. I would make that play. If I wasn't already maxed to the hilt on options, I would play that right now. That's a pretty safe bet. Yeah. Alright. Let's go back to FinViz and look. Oh, that's another thing too about strategy. Let's say right here it's bouncing, and we wanted to get in this play for shares. We're going to ride it up to 20. Okay. Before I would ever buy a thing in this, as far as shares go, I would figure out where I'd want my stop loss. I would figure out where I want to take profits at. So in this case, if we are thinking it's going to bounce up and go to 20, well, I have bottom resistance at 14.89. So I would probably fix my stop loss just right below that. I'd probably go to 14.50. So if it dropped to 14.50, I would get out. Actually, as a matter of fact, with a stop loss, you don't even decide it. It sells it automatically for you. Okay? So that's my stop loss. Where do I want to take profit at? Well, we know it bounces up to the $20 mark. But what if it doesn't go all the way to 20? So at 15 to $19, that's pretty good profit. But we don't want to get it right at 19 because maybe other people have the same play as us and it doesn't trigger at 19 because so many people had already hit before us and it drives it back down. So let's pick it at 18.90. So we take it right before 19. So now we have a plan for getting out if it goes wrong, a plan for taking profits, and even if you think it's going to continue up, stick with that plan. It'd be better to take profits and it continue up than to hold it and find out it's going to drop back down on you. You know, I mean, in this game, in trading stocks, you have to learn when to take profits. And let's see if this will be a good play or not. Let's see what kind of return we're looking at. So if we go up to $19, That is a 25% return. And guys, if you're on Robinhood, you don't have to buy like with that Spotify. And now on Weeble does it, I'm pretty sure. You don't have to buy a full share. Oh, look at there, right at the end of the day. Yeah, you don't have to buy a full share. When we was talking earlier that it was like a 30% return, that's 30% no matter what money you put in there. Whether you have a full share or only $100 in it. You know, start looking at these as in perspective of percentage points instead of how much money I earn from it. Because it's 30% no matter what money you have in on it. If you're only working with $500, use that to the best of your ability. It doesn't mean you have to stay out of Tesla. It doesn't mean you have to stay out of Square, Spotify, Coin. It just means play it smart. Put the money you want to risk in it and look at what percentage gain that you can get out of it. That's the best way to look at that. So if we go back to FinViz, see what other plays that we have. Where did I do that? Okay. AU. No, right here. Let's see. EAT. It's at the bottom. So if we're talking about buying shares, that's what I want to look for, y'all. Because I know some of y'all's not into options yet. So let's look at stuff that's at the bottom for buying shares. So EAT. It's at the bottom. It's not too expensive. It's at 53. So let's go check it out. EAT. We come out to the 4 hour. Let's squeeze this down so we can get the majority of it in it. Yeah, you see how it's on this trend down? And that's the beauty about these support and resistance plays, is you can play them on a downtrend. You know, they don't have to be in an uptrend to play. We want to make 2 lines on this one. Let's call that right there. Let's see if we can make it from up here. Okay, so that, if it continues up from right here where it's at 53. We can see it goes high as 59. That's a $6 return, guys. That's not bad. It's not bad. That is... That's about a 12% return. And it looks like it's going to hit it in the next couple of days. So you're talking about a week hold for 12% return. That's a safe bet. So if we're going to take this, what are we going to do? Well, we have resistance at 5107. So you could set your stop loss there if you want to risk $3 or $4. Me, I like to have mine to be about a 1 to 5 or 1 to 3 ratio. No, definitely no less than 1 to 2. So I would set mine with this one right here at 52.90. So I'm risking $1 to go 6. So we have our out if it goes wrong at 52.90. We have a take profit point at $60. We have a plan going into it. And we know that we're going to take profit there. Regardless if it keeps on going or not, we are going to be, if it continues up, we're going to be guaranteed that money. If it goes down, we're only going to be out $1 a share. You're risking $1 to gain 6. That's a good play. That's a good play. I'm not going to switch y'all over this time. I'm just going to look here real quick. SLM. SLM. I'm going to write down E too because I like that play. It'd be a good one to add to Twitter. Alright, SLM. If we're looking at this, I don't like the line they have drew there, so I'll draw my own. So in this one, I'm going to draw some horizontal lines. I'm going to put one here at the main bottom. One there. When drawing support and resistance lines, it's best to try to get as many as you can across. So instead of coming right here at this one, I'm going to go up to that one and see we've hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and on out. That's a good support line right there. That's also a good place as a out. I would drop it down to about 1820, but that would be a good stop loss point too. So again, we're hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's a good one. So we have our nearest support at 1869 and our nearest resistance at 1921. That doesn't mean that's as far as it can go. Let's see what else we can do here. See, in that one we're hitting 1, 2, you can keep on going across like that. The more you just start drawing lines, guys, and watching them, and you can kind of see where it's good points. And over time, I might adjust mine if they hit a little bit differently before or after. I might adjust it to fit better. So in this one, it could go back up to size 21. We don't want to risk that high, so we're going to say 20 even instead of 2042 for 18. So you're risking less than $1 to go up almost $2. Now that's not as good as play, so that one would be better for options. But we know, and we know now that this comes back up, we have it marked up and we can go from there. Alright guys, we got 2 minutes to the end, so let's go over the really good plays that we've talked about this week. We talked about Nintendo. I think Nintendo is a good play, and as you can see right here, it's bouncing back. This is more of a fundamental play. You can see that the chart's a little spotty. It's where it's an OTC, but Nintendo is a solid company. It is the Disney of gaming. They always make profits. It's a bankable company. For me, this is a good fundamental play. It's cheap as hell right now, and it's probably going to go back up to close to 90. I think this is a good play. But that's a choice you have to make on your own. A better play, but offers less money, less risk, but less money, is Activision. It's another gaming stock. We can see it's pulling back up. It's probably going to go back up to the hundreds, but we was going to take profit around the $90-some mark. Give me 1 second. But as you can see, this would be a better play. It's already turning back around. It's less risk, but it's less money. The other one we looked at was Spotify, and we decided we was going to wait until tomorrow to see if it was a good buy-in point for us. You can see it's already 4, so we have to wait till tomorrow. You can see it even popped back up. Yeah, people are seeing that this is a good deal. This won't be a good deal much longer. I look for this one to go back up pretty quickly. Yeah. That's another good thing about technicals. A lot of people use charting, so when they see that it's hit as support, they're going to jump in and jump in quick because they know that that's a good deal. Spotify is a quality company. It's used by a lot of people. It's a growth stock. It's just good all around. It falls into that tech sector. It falls into consumer and tech both. It's a great area to be in. Pins is another one that sold off here recently. Now this one I am waiting for the turnaround on, but it offers it back up to about 81. Probably 78 would be a good place to take profits. But yeah, alright guys, it's been good. Check up on Twitter. Guys, if you find value in what I'm bringing you, then, please hit that like button, the subscribe button. Let's grow this community. Let's get it going. Go over to Twitter, hit follow there, and keep up with everything that we're doing. Alright, y'all have a good day. Catch up with me later on Twitter.